I'm Daemonxel, and it's time for your Eve Echoes weekly news update, where we dive into all the happenings of the week. But first, if you can tag that subscribe button, ring that bell, share the video, you can stay up to date with everything that this channel has to offer. Yes, it's that time where I make corrections to the last video, and thank you Gengar, who made this submission for the Hunger Memes games based on the frequency that I make corrections. Alright, there were several battles last week where I stated that Genesis was there, when in actuality, they were not. Moving on. Also, I stated that Winter was disbanding Fireflies. Well, as you can see later, I was completely off the mark here, and I have been told that this was just a classic drunken Winter rant. I was informed by Fireflies that this message was from a while back, and it did cause panic within the Alliance, but it never did come to pass. They do want it known that they will not be joining ACR's CEA, which is the Confederacy of the East. Now, to speak to the delay of yet another video, unfortunately, we did run into some issues this week. My wife had some health issues where she had to go to the hospital. But above everything else, while I was at work, my car was stolen. But don't worry, it was found the next day, about an hour away at near the Atlantic City airport. But yeah, that actually happened. The vehicle, I got it back. There's no damage to it. Nothing was taken from the vehicle. I guess it was just taken for a joyride. I don't know. But yeah, so that happened. And of course, because of that, everything got delayed a few days. Now, as an update to the little man, he is doing fantastic. He is trying to crawl. His leg muscles are getting big, stronger, and yeah, he's doing fantastic. He's coming up to another series of vaccines that he has to get shortly. But other than that, yeah, he's doing splendidly. Okay, no patch notes this week as they are ramping up for the anniversary celebration coming up in just a few weeks. However, they did have some huge announcements. The first was about the Concord Pass Shop rebate. They are rewarding players who participated in the first pass by giving additional rewards. You'll get that via the mail. They are also giving additional rewards to those that have purchased nanocores or other materials using those Concord credits. You're going to receive a full refund of your credits, and those that have upgraded their nanocores will receive rewards based on the upgraded status of that nanocore. They also let us know that we get to look forward to audit optimizations going to an effect come August. These are some really good changes that are being made to the audit system itself. First, they'll be recalculating their review time, so contracts won't need to be broken up, as they will not be looked on as an individual contract as contract basis. It's going to be the contract as a whole and as a player who's issuing those contracts. 2, players with higher tech level will have shorter audit timers, which is always good, especially since a lot of us are now hitting that tech level 10. And number 3, time spent in the same corporation as well as the corp's size will also have a positive effect on the audit times. This is going to be great for moving larger items from hangars as well as payments from the corp wallet itself. In an attempt to simulate industrial, they are making changes to the insurance system by adding the ability for corp members to create buy orders within the corporation or allow the corps to trade these orders with other corporations. They will also be adding additional industrial mining projects. You guessed it, moon mining is coming to the game. Now, this is going to be handled via corp structures that can be used to interact with, as well as these granting bonuses to reverse engineering production efficiency. They have also added in some gameplay performance optimizations. A lot of players since June 30th patch have experienced significant lag on Android devices. They say if you repair the client, this will significantly help fix the problem, as they are working on additional fixes in the future to reduce lag. A lot of the focus will be on the large-scale battle lag that we all seem to suffer from, and they'll be releasing more performance fixes within August. Now, the last announcement has been met with some grumbling, as come August they will be moving the maintenance time and day to Thursdays now at 0000 UTC. This will be squarely right in the US prime time, so a lot of players are upset by this change. There is no word currently on why this change is being implemented though. In other game news, unfortunately we will have to wait longer for capital ships, as they have been delayed for 2 months in the favor of something called the Complete New Player Experience. That's right, we're not going to get the Dreadnoughts now until October. I understand on a developmental level to delay certain projects in lieu of others. However, this, as well as the skill point catch-up calendar, seems to me as a desperate grasp at not only retaining the player base, but trying to get new eyes on Echoes. And I know I shouldn't be skeptical, but I do hope that there will be new vigor in the media ads to get fresh blood into the game, and at least make it a tad better than the last ones. I mean, shouldn't this have all been done, I don't know, when the game launched a year ago? In your Plex market report, Plex has fallen to a massive low of 1.2 million per Plex currently, while the tier tech level 10 battleship market still sits squarely around 2 billion ISK per ship. A lot has happened since the last episode, and one could infer that no police op has taken the loss of their South Point personal, as they burn Vale to the ground with the help of Fireflies, Wild Geese, and Sixth Seal. At this time, No has destroyed 8 lunar and silent citadels, and have acquired 3 South Points for themselves. But we're going to get there. The first 5 of these citadels went down in about a 8-hour stretch of fighting for a total of over 300 billion ISK in damages. No set up these timers for destruction crawl this week prior, and went from South Point to South Point, killing the defensive fleets as well as the structures themselves. Now, I am told that this was a direct result of the Vale's involvement in the KOFR Citadel kill, as well as Blue Pantheon. And they have a warning to any alliance out there that they have spies everywhere and will do the same to anyone working with Pantheon. Now, these next 3 happened over the past week. However, as a plot twist, 3 corps have broken off to join No, each with its own SOV granting that SOV point to No. HTP, Hell to Pay, and 2 Chinese corps, BSF and XLSM. Now, this spurred calls and rumors that HTP was forced to join to save their historic citadel, being one of the first ones built in Eve Echoes. This was carried further as screenshots of a Kofor pilot saying, "Join or die." However, when asking Tahini, I was assured that this was KOFR's attempt at being pirates, because they're pirates at heart. Now, also, HTP came out on a Reddit thread saying that this was really the best option for them, as in the current state, a lot of No is blue and has become, in their eyes, too safe. Now, Silent saw this as an affront to them and a dagger in the back that HTP will now lend their weaponized stupidity to No Please Stop. Silent sees the current state of events right now as spicy, and in an official statement from Nihilist, he says, "No is always a treat to have in our space. The pilots of Lunar and SE are battle-hardened veterans of every single, and have been a part of every single conflict within the North. Structures and ships are built and destroyed and built again. It's just a part of the Eve cycle. Our pilots are obviously not happy that those structures were destroyed, but we welcome the opportunities for continuous improvements against interesting fleets and pilots which No provides." Now, after HTP left, I got another statement from Nihilist stating that I didn't get to know the HTP guys much personally. I only had one interaction by one of their members in my last Fireside chat. I probably should have gotten to know them a bit better before they left. I am sure there are lots of reasons they left, and I'm sure there are plenty of ways to spin it. In the end, we look forward to the ever-changing dynamic of New Eden and the content it brings. Now, does No's entry into the Sov game make them no longer a mercenary outfit? I posed this question to several No members, who all answered that this in no way takes them out of the merc work, and that the Citadels would just add new content for them. In closing, in another closing statement from No, I am told, the unfortunate reality of the current state of EVE Echoes is empire building, and it's boring, and in an opinion of No, is hurting the quality of gameplay. It promotes no competition and frankly is bad for the PvP and PvE indie community. Our recent offensive into Vale was to prove one single fact: the blue donut is pointless and impotent. We will destroy anyone that thinks they can be part of it. They cannot defend all of their corps. They may not even want to. All their allegiances provides is a boost for their egos and coffers, but a little more. It's made them soft. This conflict began when Vale attacked the KOFR Citadel and coordinated with Pantheon to destroy us. Due to leaked audio of Pantheon's fireside, we were able to understand what was going on. This has now backfired on them because they underestimated us. We intend to shake things up and break the status quo. Expect us. The war against Honk takes a turn as during a CTA against Honk, the outpost results in a loss of that outpost and a ban against the owner of that station. Honk claims that the owner was mass reported in local by Pantheon forces, resulting in a temporary ban. Pantheon states that these claims are false. However, an internal investigation is ongoing, along with coordination with Honk to get down to the bottom of it, and if members are found to have done this, they will be expelled from Pantheon. In a recent fireside chat, Sun Banana reminded everyone that we are all players, and this behavior is no way acceptable. The player in question was 877 Cash Now. These things aside, Honk still terrorizes Fountain, specifically Das Boop, as they have killed Mario in his new cover 2, which was seemingly broken Mario as he snapped in chat on the Gulag Disc server. Now you have to remember that this place is where Diplo dies and then barters for its eternal soul. In his ranting, he blames Honk for everything going on, calling them a nuisance, and states that Honk members are nothing but toxic players that he has no respect for. He wants Honk to leave them alone, and as well their bases and structures. Now, he has also placed an announcement internally on the Boop Discord stating that only Boop Diplo can talk to Honk, that members are not to interact with Honk pilots at all in and out of the game. That includes local chat, that includes Reddit, that includes any other Discord server. Many members of Boop are soured by this and state that he has gone too far. Now, all of this has led up to his departure from the CEO leadership spot of Boop. He hopes that without the weight of leadership role, he may be able to find the joy back in the game as a line pilot. We will have to wait and see if this move de-escalates the hostilities between Honk and Boop in the future. This past week, OG saw the loss of its first Sov point at the hands of the PanGen 22 fleet in 1L Tech DEK. PanGen numbers totaled 126 versus OG's 97 in an early morning fight. The footage was captured by fellow content creator Phoenix Tassador, who also FC'd the attack. Now, a link to this video will be in the description below. The battle waged for a short time before OG fleet became overwhelmed and were unable to break the attacking team's logistics. The fight was over soon after that Genesis fleet entered brawling range. The best thing happened after the fight. Both sides congratulated each other across Discord and Reddit. OG was very graceful in the loss, and in a statement to me said that this was the biggest total asset loss for OG, with over 100 billion lost. And this is after, deflation of ISK. However, it was a big win for the community on what friendly PvP and being gracious in both victory and defeat can look like. You can kill their citadel, wipe their fleet, but you can't kill their unicorn spirit. Now, in another show of great sportsmanship and fair play, Captain Benzie relinquished his famed and trademark captain hat to Momosaurus Rex as a trophy in the longest and biggest war in Iveco's history. She opened up the package via a Skype call with Benzi and claimed the famed hat in the name of Genesis. The second Hunger Memes has concluded this week, and the winners have been declared, and Space Karen proved exactly why he is a meme queen, and as he takes home 9 billion ISK in prizes for that first place hit. Now, I would like to thank all the participants, the fellow judges, and of course Mario of Boop, who had his meltdown during the competition, which fueled more contributions in the effort to take home the brass ring. Now, someone within Firefly sent something interesting to me this week, and it basically shows how the people you play with can support you when you need it. Apparently, one of the leaders of Fireflies, I cannot verify whether it was Winter or not, had issues with his cell phone to play the game, and informed the Alliance that without a new phone, he could not go on, as his phone could no longer handle the game. He asked the Alliance to donate funds to him to make the purchase of a new phone, and everyone pulled together around $800 for a new device that was ordered and delivered to him. In other Firefly news, they are officially the first group to take down a freighter on the live server. This 17.9 billion Charon was taken down in CCP Tech US. Congrats going out to them on this server first kill. Now, I am always leery of putting a single player on blast, other than some light roasting. However, the actions of this one I would put out as a general blacklist. This is Sanitarium's slave, and in all of his glory. This all came to a head one night during a CTA, where we were all just sitting, chilling, expecting a fleet to come in and hit us while we were waiting for the shields to regenerate. Now, he kept shooting Momosaurus Rex and argued that she was red, so he had to keep firing. He was also a member of OZ at the time. Now, he wouldn't stop, so, he done got blowed up. Now, you can see him apologize here, but then 10 minutes later, he just snapped. The following are images of how he tried to dox and make personal threats against her, and basically just turned into the worst that life has to offer. Now, I'm not telling anyone out there not to be friends or welcome him in, but I would like to show you the bag of crazy that you'd be getting involved in. Now, here's also a picture of him sending to one of the diplomats of Genesis, who had nothing to even do with the that CTA that everything went down in. So, everyone out there, just remember, if you take him in, for God's sakes, be careful. I mean, after all, he is a 4th degree Proud Boy. Alright, there is no spotlight this week, but if your Corp or Alliance would like a spotlight on them, just hit me up on Discord to get the details on how to make this happen. And we come to the big kills of the week. Starting us off is Pantheon's Honey Badgers with a 9.8 billion Vindicator kill and a 3.1 billion Tempest kill. Now, Happy Bees Hispania also has this 3.2 billion Terra kill. Snap reports in with a 9 billion Macario kill. Genesis has a 3.1 billion Gila kill and a 8.1 billion Macario kill. Silent Alliance has his 3 billion Gila kill. Six Seal has a 13.3 billion Nightmare, a 9.7 billion Vindicator, and a 13.8 billion Rattlesnake. And Blind finishes off with a 7.6 billion Macario kill. Now, we come to the solo kills of the week, everyone's favorite spot, and a chance to win a free Omega combo. Starting us off is Mo Ian with a 1.4 billion Condor Interceptor kill. David6606 with a 1.6 billion Hurricane Logistics kill. M1A1 with a 1.7 billion Coveter 2 kill. Womp Womp with a 2 billion Magnet Covert Ops kill. Venomune with a 2.309 billion Coveter 2 kill. Reaper of Twice with a 2.330 billion Raven kill. Alex Avania with a 2.349 Tempest kill. Eric B with a 2.598 billion Coveter 2 kill. Doctor with a 2.6 billion cover 2 kill, and the winner this week of a free Omega combo is Street Pharmacist with this 5.7 billion Heron covered ops kill. Congratulations to you. Hit me up on Discord to receive your prize. Now, there was another submission that was given to me earlier in the week, and this one would have won if I didn't get the following information about the kill. What you see here is a solo kill of a 13.2 billion Nightmare with a Hound 2. On the surface, it looks like a normal kill. Could be an AFK pilot, who knows. However, I was contacted by PHPC, or the 60 Alliance, as their pilot was the one that lost the Nightmare. And it turns out that this was a setup. That's right. He was quitting the game, and he just wanted to blow up his stuff. So, his friend in the Hound 2, he got in a fleet with him, brought him there, and he had him blow him up. So that he can get a free Omega combo. Now, I respect the game. I do. However, don't try to pull one over on me. I know the rules are a little bit loose in my competition, but I am not going to have someone try to fleece the free Omega combo out from this. And it would be an insult to everyone who got the honest kills and submitted them if I was to award this pilot Silver Bucket with that. Now, if you need more news in your life, I'm going to tell you to go to two different places. I'm going to tell you to go to Sky News, which has excellent coverage of other things that happen in New Eden. It could be different takes on the same stories I do. It could be fresh stories that I don't even know anything about. Be advised, remember, the channel is in Russian. They have an excellent production team, and they always have English subs up. I've been watching them since they started, and it's done up by a fellow content creator, Let's Play the Game. It's a great channel. I invite you all to go check it out. The second would be the Echoes of New Eden podcast with your host Rambo, where he has roundtable discussions every week with people of his Discord, as well as a serious interview with a figurehead of the community. Now this week I'm a little biased. He does have my boy Weird Bob up there. If you know anything about Weird Bob, he runs a lot of interceptor roams. He also runs a lot of meme fleets, such as our Nearest Combat Expedition. That was fun. But I tell you guys to go check both those channels out. They got some great stuff over there. And that's my show. I am sorry it's late. I'm going to try and make sure that I am at least putting out a video at least every week. I may dabble with trying to shorten it, maybe getting 2 videos out a week in shorter doses. Instead of a 20 to 30 minute video, you might just get a 10 to 15 minute video. If you guys like that idea, tell me in the comments below. But other than that, please have a great weekend, have a great week, fly safe, and remember, we are always one vision, one purpose, one front.